What's up, guys? Hey, that was like my little fake intro right there. How you guys doing? Calais Popolo, what's up? Reffing at a middle school makes me thankful for y'all. LMAO. I've seen some of the worst basketball in the world these last couple of days. Hey, that's one thing that we have over a lot of people. I mean, regardless of how early that we are in this whole process of teaching you guys real basketball, right off the bat with you guys even trying and just like going slowly in the games, trying to figure things out, that's better than like the very, very high majority of most teams in the entire country. So it's like you instantly leapfrog them all. You may not be as tall, as talented as they are, or whatever, but in terms of like basketball, what actual basketball is, like imagine if like, I don't know, the Warriors and the freaking Wizards just went out there and as good as they are, they just started just like traveling every single play, or like just like triple teaming like whoever, like, and just like throwing shots up backwards, right? That wouldn't really be basketball, no matter how good they are. Well, in those terms, we have you guys starting to play some real basketball, and that's a great thing. All right, so it's the very beginning of it, but yes, it's a joy to watch people actually trying to do it correctly. All right, what's up, Finn Kaufman? Not losing trivia today, huh? It's a very bold statement, but since we only have one of you here so far, that may be a true statement. So congratulations on the win. One against nothing so far, but we'll see who shows up. All right. Let's start with the story of the day. All right. Story of the day is the following: a single player can be a crucial ingredient on a team, but one player cannot make a team. Keep that in mind, regardless of how great you may ever become. Yes, one player may be a crucial ingredient on the team, but he can't be the entire team. I had to actually look up the ingredients to make a cake. I wasn't really sure if that like had milk in it, but I was kind of sure. So yes, eggs, milk. I was gonna add like sugar and salt, but I couldn't find any pictures of that. But yes. One person may be a crucial ingredient, but he's not the entire thing, and that goes back to our Michael Jordan thing, like where Scottie Pippen hit on him this last week in his tell-all book, and he said basically like when the Last Dance came out, it was all about Michael, just like always. And I mean, sounds a little jealous or whatever, but you know, I understand his point, and obviously, like Michael Jordan couldn't have done it without them, right? He had an amazing team, but yeah, Jordan does get all the credit. But what I want to say is, he knows that's Michael Jordan. That's part of the reason, like what makes Michael Jordan so great. What's up, Connor Rush? All right, and what makes him so great is that, like, you know, he is really concerned about Michael Jordan. He does care, and he does want to be better than everyone else. He said he just put that out just to be seen as better than LeBron James and stuff like that. And it did refuel the debate, and it put Michael Jordan in irrelevance again. So he was right about that. All right, and it does suck that he's like that kind of person. But I mean, it's hard to be both a great human being in terms of like caring about everyone and also being a ruthless killer like Michael Jordan was. All right, he's basically still a killer. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. It's really weird. All right, but yeah, so he doesn't care as much as he should. But he did reach out to Scottie and was like, "Yo, you okay?" Like that. And maybe that was for PR, maybe just whatever. But maybe he just doesn't notice what he does. And in a way, I'm definitely kind of like that. I'm putting together 6 facets that make a great coach, and I'm gonna put it on our website, and I'm gonna put our staff up there. And I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm gonna try to be like as honest as I can about our staff, and I'm gonna relate it on things such as like the coach's ability to coach skill. Wait, I actually have it right here. Their ability to coach skill, their overall knowledge of the game, their patience, their awareness of like other kids, like noticing that a kid's crying or like not understanding or whatever, their energy, like their enthusiasm, and then their relatability. Now, I might be good at all of those. I'm not very relatable though. And I know this. I'm going to give myself a bad score on that one on a public website for no reason, because I want to be honest to everyone. All right. I don't really speak well to other people. I don't think like they do. I don't They don't think like I do. I don't say things the right way. It's just how it is. But that doesn't make it for a very good coach in that regard. So while I may have energy, I may be pretty aware of like little bitty small things. Not all the time. I'm not amazing at that one. I'm extremely patient. I teach skill extremely well, and I know the game a lot, so I would score high on those. But Michael Jordan is not very relatable. He's not. He's the same way, and he doesn't quite get people sometimes, and that's what I say that for. But to piggyback off of that, I spoke about Michael Jordan's teams not being good all these years, in terms of like him being an owner, and how the youth basketball scene is basically the same way. No matter who you are, no matter how good you are, doesn't guarantee that someone's going to join your team. All right, maybe they're scared of Michael Jordan's work ethic. Right? He basically coached Kwame Brown out the league because Kwame Brown couldn't handle being like Michael Jordan. Right? And maybe I'm too hard on kids. Maybe. Right? But what it reminds me of is the independent film industry. Okay? Hear me out on this. All right? We have big blockbusters like freaking Transformers out there, right? And everyone loves these movies. That's what the people want. The people want to be entertained. They just want bang, bang, shoot 'em up, baby, right? And there's some indie films out there that are like, no, I want to make a good movie with a good plot, with like great scenery, with like great this, great that, great words. And then when audiences say, but we don't want that, they say we don't care. And I would liken myself to an indie film person. So this is like an independent program where we don't care what the customer actually wants. We want to make a good product. And what my good product is when you watch our film, you will see a good movie, right? When you join our program, you will improve. That's all that I care about, is you reaching your highest level of improvement. I don't care about anything else. And if you don't care about that, then, we're not the right movie for you. Go ahead and watch Transformers all that you want. So that's who we are. And we're going to stay true to our brand, and I think our brand's a good brand. So that's what that is. One quality that doesn't make a good coach, putting your fellow coaches on blast. I know, right? I know. That's what I do. Nah, Stephen A. Smith took Kwame Brown out of the league. Maybe, nah. It's really hard when you have someone that, like, is true to themselves and they really, like, they see basketball for what it is. Basketball is a game. However, if you see it as a game, you won't be a great basketball player. And that's how it is. It's just how it is. It's just the same as when some people out there see money for what it is. Money's fake. Money's this. Yeah, cool. You can think that, but you know where you're going to be. You're going to be homeless. You can't be like, oh yeah, money's so fake, and you go out there and don't care about it, and then hope to become rich. That's not how it works. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So if basketball is not real to you and it doesn't mean everything to you, then yeah, you can't make the league. But you can still live a great life, whatever. It's not real, so who cares if you have it, right? You can't be like super sad that you didn't make the league when you thought it wasn't really everything. So you can't have it both ways. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got let's see what we have. Oh, yes, the Sport Access stuff. All right, Sport Access starting December 11th. We now have dates for it. We have a sign up for it. I'll send it out to you guys probably next week. But on their website now, I will be coaching some clinics. And this will be our last clinic on December 4th. So we have one this weekend, a clinic and a combine. Then we have one next month, a clinic and a combine on December 4th. And after that, we will be in Sport Access for the rest of the month. They would not give me dates on Saturdays. They would not. They could not. We have no dates for you. We want to do tournaments. But now, they have opened their doors to us, so luckily we can go in there. And we're going to try to make them some money as well and try to increase our base too. And now we'll have basically like a free gym for you guys to have the clinics and combines. But we're going to add some extra stuff. Not only will we have the clinics and combines every single week, which is awesome, right? The clinics will be free for you guys as always. All right. I'll try to get a discount for the combines. I'm not really sure what we're going to do about that one because there's not that many spots for it. We want to keep that one making money. So maybe just like one a month will be a discount one for you guys. And then we will also have a pick and roll. I don't know exactly what we're calling it, like a pick and roll session where it'll be 2 hours long. I've never done this before. We always just talk about our pick and rolls like very, very fast. And I'm sorry that we can't go over it in depth, but now we can. All right, it'll cost you some extra money, but it's like $20 for 2 hours, something like that. And we want you guys to do the pick and roll sessions. All right, the pick and roll stuff is huge because it's the most powerful weapon in basketball. And when I talk about it, even if I do like an hour session, we are flying with that information. Flying with that information. And you can't catch it all. You can try, right? Even when we talk about it on the show, it's not enough time. So now we're going to have 2 hours dedicated to these 12 different facets, 12 different counters out there. I don't expect you guys to learn it by yourself, so we have to go over it in depth and just get so many reps up. And you guys will take the most powerful thing in basketball and apply it to your game. You will eventually be unstoppable. Maybe you can convince you and maybe your fellow big men at school to show up for this one thing. They don't have to join our program to do it. These are for outside people. And we will also have a thing called aspects eventually, where it'll take all of our clinics and do it in one day. All right, an hour each, and you can sign up for any hour that you want. So if it's just our shooting stuff, it's whatever, but it's just like our clinics, except none of the talking, just the doing. All right, just to get the reps up. And maybe while you're doing it, I can kind of go over some of the stuff, but you're going to be working the whole time. So you can sign up for multiple hours, skip an hour, just do 1 hour, whatever. All right, and those will be on Saturdays, and included in all that will be our 3 versus 3. We're going to have a 3-on-3 tournament starting in January. So super excited about all of that. We're involved, and the more that we get into this gym, the more gym time that we'll have overall. So let's go ahead and do this, and I am hyped. All right, let's start off with our quote of the day. All right, our quote of the day is to reach for things beyond your grasp. Sounds impossible. To reach for things beyond your grasp. Not to reach for things within your grasp, the things that you can get, but to reach for things beyond your grasp. The things that are not right here and right now, and the things that aren't possible. Those things are easy to grab, the things that are possible. I can get an A in class. But can you get straight A's for 4 years? Oh, that's a little bit outside of my grasp. Well, reach for that. And you're like, but I can't reach it. How about dunking before the end of the year? I can't do that. Who cares? Reach for things beyond your grasp. And if that thing is right here, and your grasp only reaches to right there, and your grasp only reaches to right there, and you never can get to right here, well, guess what? If you try to reach for this thing, you're going to get to right here. And you're going to get further than you were before. And that's why we reach for things beyond our grasp. We try to jump to the ceiling. Who cares about that top rung and the combine that we do, right? Nah, we ain't going for that. We're going for the ceiling. We're going for the freaking cloud in the sky. All right? So reach for things beyond your grasp. What's up, Sean Amin? What up? What up? What up? All right? Reach for things beyond your grasp. That and you can hold that true to any realm in life. Even if you have to go for the hottest girl in school, man. Yeah, you just go for her and then, settle for a friend afterwards. Wait, no, I took that one too far. Okay, but still, you know where it applies. Reach for things beyond your grasp, and you dead aim for the NBA. And then when you fail, when you don't make the NBA, and you only play overseas for 12 years and make $1 million a year, and you failed, that's a pretty good life. And you're probably going to have a statue in China. All right, so congratulations with that. Let's start off with elementary. We got elementary stuff, autonomous workouts, judge, rink, dribbling, retreat, explode drill, step-ups to shots, baseline sweep, finger roll, pick and roll, layup to create. Rohit, checking in for his 10 minutes real quick. The fact you guys just go ham on Rohit is hilarious. That is amazing. Aim for being the GOAT. Yes, any animal. Greatest of all time? Gotcha. I can't keep it to your kids in your new vernacular. All right, vernacular means slang. Don't worry about it. All right, that's old people vernacular. It's called the dictionary. Anyways, autonomous workout. All right, players ranked after doing a workout of their own. For elementary, we could possibly make this entire thing your workout, but we might just give you guys 10 minutes. We're going to give you 10 minutes and make up some things to do. And then we're going to see how hard that you can do it. And we're going to judge you, rank you based on 1 through 3 or however many people that there are. And this is something that you guys need to do on your own and see if you guys can work on your own, because we won't always be there. Right? And if you're only doing what we tell you to do, no matter how much we tell you to do, you're not really owning it. So we need you to start owning it. So this is practice for that. The autonomous workouts, for 10 minutes, you're going to do a workout on your own. Sometimes for the older groups, we have you do all 5 things on the list on your own for the whole hour. And we don't even talk to you. And we just rate you afterwards. Maybe for this time, we'll have the kids do it for 10 minutes, and then we will run them. Oh no, that wouldn't really be autonomous. Yeah, I don't want to add like a negative to it. But maybe we might make it a negative. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll make it a negative afterwards. We won't tell them of the negative, and then we'll just surprise them with the negative. I like that. All right, judged rank dribbling. We put you in a line, and then you ball handle, and we tell you what drill to do, and then we reorder the line based on how well that you did. And then we ask you to do another drill, and then we reorder the line, so on and so forth. And your only goal for this is to beat the person ahead of you, or to not lose to the person behind you, whichever way that you happen to view life. All right, you try to catch them, and you try to stay ahead of them. And if you are last place, you try not to be last. If you're in first place, you're trying to stay first the entire time. And when you do balling drills on your own, like autonomously, you want to pretend that there's someone next to you pushing you as hard as you can. So take this and apply to all realms of your life. All right, retreat explode drill. That's starting from the baseline. Sometimes we do from the sideline. You push out, make sure that you step far and then dribble further, and then you retreat dribble. You want to look forward as you retreat dribble while dribbling the ball behind you in a circular fashion, low by your knee, as you defensive slide back. We use this because a bad player drives into the key and then jumps for the pass. A good player drives in the key and then jump stops. A great player, though, drives in and then retreat dribbles while looking forward and then stays actionable, basically. Connor, don't even follow the NBA. Come on, Connor. Follow the NBA, dude. The GOAT at flopping is Bron. LeFloppy. LeBron's actually hurt for a week. Do you think he's flopping? Just to chill. He says he basically has a rectal, abdominal, something or other, and it sounds like a tummy ache. It's hilarious. But yes. Jordan Poole, nah, he doesn't even play basketball, man. John won't get it, but Poole is a player. Nah, yeah, he's okay. Jordan Poole will not be one of the Warriors' best players. I assure you that. He's gone up and down so much. And where he really prospered was during the preseason. I've seen that show before, and he's been down ever since. We'll see though. Who knows? I hope he proves me wrong. I'm really pulling for the Warriors this year. I want them to lose to the Lakers in the finals or in the semifinals. Step ups to shots. That's step ups on the ball, and then you go just 2 step ups, shoot a shot from the elbow, and then if you miss it, you do 2 step ups and then shoot a shot from the elbow again. Once you make it, you do 4 step ups, make that again. Then you go 6, 8, 10. Whoever gets to 10 first and makes it wins. Baseline sweep, finger roll to layup, catching the ball in the corner, sweeping it through low. Someone did a nice sweep yesterday. Who was it? I think it was Rohit. Yeah, Rohit swept the ball low so well. I was like, oh, crap, you did it. And it's just going beneath both ankles. So great job on that, Rohit. And for this one, we take a dribble right by our leg, and then another dribble as we put the ball high, and then finger roll with the inside hand right over the rim, no bank shot. Pick and roll layup to create is no show or help. All right, so there's no show off the screen on the side, and then you go in there. Since there's no show, you attack. Since there's no help, you keep attacking. And you can either finish with a swoop layup, or someone finally does come over, and then you can dish. So you lay it up or create. All right, Coach, did you see Jokic from the logo? Well, you sent it to us in the text message. Yeah, it's a good shot. LeBron shoots him now. Damian Lillard shoots him. We got Curry obviously shoots him. And we have, who's the big guy from the Dallas Mavericks? Well, Luka shoots him. And then the big guy from the Dallas Mavericks, I forgot his name because he doesn't play anymore. He doesn't really play. But yeah, that guy shoots him. All right. A lot of people are starting to shoot him. I think the list is up to about 10 people who can legit shoot from the logo range now. And Jokic I know he's a center and stuff, but his wasn't even from the logo, so it was slightly in. But it was a deep 3. He's a great shooter, a great player. Obviously, he's the MVP. All right. Let's move on. We got our middle school and high school stuff. Luca. No, not Luca. The other guy. Porzingis, dude. Porzingis, the tall guy. All right. Middle school has pick and roll, retreat to pass, jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and then one-on-one post. High school, you guys have bank shots, 0-1-2 for touch middle, split to drive, heads, tails, chair dips, and then knee jumps. Knee jumps are one of the greatest workouts that you can do in terms of dunking, in terms of wanting to dunk. All right, so make sure that we do that. Yes, Porzingis. Porzingis. Tingus, Porzingis. Exactly. So yes, knee jumps, very, very important. We have high school doing that. We might actually mix all that stuff up together so that you're not doing knee jumps for 10 straight minutes. Our chair dips for 10 straight minutes. So we might mix those two together. Remind me of that if I happen to forget. All right, we don't want to kill you guys. All right, next up we got our trivia question. Now we have a 3-way tie. And all 3 of you guys are on. So this is awesome. All right. So Rohit does not have a point yet, but we got Sean Amin with 1, Ben Kaufman with 1, Connor Rush with 1. So let's see where you at, Rohit. Here's your chance, homie. Here's your chance. All right. Here we go. The trivia question today is Havlicek stole the ball. Havlicek stole the ball. It's a famous Boston Celtics announcer quote from like the 60s. And John Havlicek, one of the top 75 players of all time, he stole the ball. That was his most famous play, but he did a whole bunch of other stuff, including this. He played another professional sport. And I want to know what sport that is. What professional sport did Hall of Famer John Havlicek almost play instead of basketball? He was on the team, tried out everything, and then he barely got cut. What professional sport was it? First one to probably guess wins. And I will keep the screen up so that you can see who puts it down first. Who is it going to be? Johnny Most? No. It's not Johnny Most. That is nothing. Hockey? That I don't know if it's hockey. Whoever puts it first. I can move it. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to move it. Move it. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué qué? ¿Por qué what? I think I broke my thumb yesterday. You did not break your thumb yesterday. I just gave you something. I gave you a compliment. It's not baseball, but that would be it. And Sean Amin is the winner. Football. Football is the thing. And what we have here is Sean Amin is now in first place. Sean is just upsetting the universe now. It turns out that the Cleveland Browns selected Ohio State star John Havlicek in the 7th round of the 1962 NFL draft, despite him not have played a single down of college football. He didn't play a single down of college football. They wanted the 6'5" forward to play wide receiver. Havlicek tried out for the spot, narrowly losing out to future Pro Bowler Gary Collins. That's the thing. Great job, Sean Amin. And the options were football, baseball, hockey, and lacrosse. You guys were all over that. Badminton, that was a really, really tough guess right there. I don't believe badminton was a good guess. Anyways, we will return right after these messages.
What is Huntington Learning Center?
It's the best grades ever center.
It's the homework is actually kind of fun center.
It's the Show Math Who's Boss Center.
It's the Crush the SAT and the ACT Center.
It's the I Can Read This Center.
It's the Best Decision I Ever Made Center. Huntington Learning Center, improving grades, test scores, and confidence since 1977. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Personalized attention, proven results.
I would quit pro sports if I was drafted by the Browns. I don't think you would. I don't think you would at all, but maybe the Browns. All right, let's move on. We got some big news today in the NBA. If you haven't been following it, well, now you can follow it. All right, basically this dude. Who's this dude right here? What's going on, man? All right, this dude's name is Robert Sarver. He's been one of the owners for the Phoenix Suns for like 17 years. And whenever these stories come out of like where this dude is like racist and sexist and saying all this stuff, and all the stories are like in front of like 20 people. Like he said the N-word in front of like a whole bunch of black people. Over and over and over again. And it's like, and they were like, dude, you can't say that. Like they're like mad at him, right? I know you don't want to tell on anyone because there's no one to tell to, really. This guy owns the team. Who are you going to tell? You're going to tell, like, please fire me? All right? So people stay quiet, which is weird. But a lot of people knew this stuff for a long time. And it's funny that it just now comes out. All right? It seems like they would snitch it to someone, but when you get the ownership in trouble, you're only hurting like your own team probably. Maybe that's what stops it too. I'm not really sure, but these things like the Donald Sterling thing and all these other things, they were known for so long, and I think what happens, these NBA owners bugging. I think what happens is someone brought it up. I think it was like Keyshawn Johnson. He said it's because these particular white owners, when you own a team, if you own an NBA team and you're already a billionaire, are you going to sell it? No. What are you going to do? You're going to give it to your kid. And that's what these guys have been doing for 100 years. And what was the climate like 100 years ago? It was pretty racist and sexist. So you keep passing it down generation to generation, and they're probably going to be a lot like their dads were. Because, look at yourselves. Chances are you're the same religion as your parents. Chances are you're the same political affiliation as your parents. Chances are you treat gay people, minorities, whatever, the same way that your parents do, for better or worse. All right? It's hard to really go against your parents. Right? It's hard to go against that. Right? And as for the NBA, they do have a lot of black coaches in comparison to to the overall demographic, because when you're of a certain type, you want a certain type coaching you, especially in this country where you're a little bit afraid of what the what that's going to look like, and you can relate to your coach. Well, that's where racism actually comes from, is needing the ability to relate, being relatable, right? Because the black players want someone to relate to up high, but don't the white owners want someone to relate to down below? So they wind up hiring a white coach more often. Or they sell their team to another white person because they want to relate, right? So we as human beings need to stop trying to relate to just ourselves. And we need to get outside of that. I can't just care about tall people. That's silly, all right? I got to care about everybody. So for you guys out there, this is a good lesson to learn, is that it doesn't matter. Don't let your biases dictate your actions. All right? Recognize your biases and don't say that I don't have any biases. I'm as fair as they come. Stop it. Everyone has biases. All right? Recognize them. Recognize them. If you don't see any biases, you're probably a toxic human being to the world. If you're like, I don't see any biases anywhere, no, then that means that your biases are affecting your life every single day. So recognize them. Search for your biases. Look for them. Find them. All right, the Raiders are in shambles. Oh, that's another one, right, with John Gruden. All right, so you got to recognize your biases. And what I like to say is, he said the N-word a few times. He did some other bad things. Did he hang anyone? Did he lynch anyone? No. And there was a time, believe it or not, in this country in 1960, where Martin Luther King said, the law cannot make someone love me, but at least it can make them not lynch me. And he was happy with that. That was part of his goal, was yay, they only hate us. Now we've moved on beyond that, and that's a cool thing, man. It's this dude is about to get strung up, not in that sense, because of his words. You can't even throw words to people anymore, and that's a good thing. So let's keep cleaning it up so that one day, we're just asking this guy to just shut up. That's all we're saying. All the racist people in the world, we're just asking them to shut up. We're not asking them to not be racist. They're still going to hire who they hire, do all this stuff, right? One day, they all will just keep quiet and just keep shutting up. We don't even hear from the KKK anymore. That's fantastic, right? They still exist. But one day, they're going to stop doing that stuff. And then the next day, though, they'll actually stop being racist. And they'll actually start hiring people correctly and start doing things correctly, right? And they will stop being sexist. And then after that, once they are just neutral, then we're going to ask them to actually love people who aren't themselves. So we're still about 3 steps away from this. But this is a fantastic step. And I'm happy that it's happening. And Good on them. Get his butt out of there. And again, I'm happy he wasn't like murdering black people, but still, all right, this is a great step. So I'm happy for it. That's all I got to say about that one. Make sure that you guys take care of yourselves too out there. And don't forget that the quote of the day is, reach for things beyond your grasp. All right, reach for things beyond your grasp. And I will talk to y'all later. Make sure you guys keep working out there. Keep posting the stuff. I see you out there, Jake. You're posting. I see that. All right. And everyone else that has been posting to the homework section, I see you guys as well. Not that page, this page. The homework section, I see all your pieces of homework out there. Fantastic job. And that's my time. I will talk to you guys later. Oh, wait, before I go, I forgot. The movie of the day is, this is supposed to be someone else's. The movie of the day is Seabiscuit. The 4th grade movie is Seabiscuit. Not Seabiscuit, Secretariat. Secretariat was an amazing racehorse. His heart was actually 4 times the size of a regular horse. Craziness. That's why he kicked everyone's butt. He's one of the top 50 greatest athletes on ESPN's list too. It's ridiculous. But anyways, Secretariat is the movie of the day. All right, that's my time. I'll see y'all later. Cue my music, please. Peace.